buffs or nerfs. I was actually planning to put this thing into a kind of a lightning round of Pokemon who have 1 or 2 buffs or changes, you know, not enough to make a full video out of. But the more I went into the rabbit hole that is Corviknight, the more I realized how much my view of Radical Red has changed, how its philosophy is completely different than the one I thought it originally had. But before that, we have to ask the question, how buffed / nerfed was Corviknight in Radical Red? Starting in version 2.1, Corvisquire's level of evolution is now 38, which makes a lot of sense. You see, Corviknight is a steel and flying type, and the person who is right after you can evolve a Corviknight would be Erica, whose strongest Pokemon is superior with dragon and grass moves. And the rest of the team can't fare much better, having only ground and poison moves to use against it. Okay, so we know the level cap for Erica is like level 44, right? So you must be able to evolve your Corvisquire into a Corviknight level 45, right? No, you can't evolve it into a Corviknight until level 60. Yeah. And level 60 is right after Sabrina's gym. Okay, Sabrina's gym, that's right after Erica's gym in Radical Red. It can't be that much longer, right? Well, you see, between Erica and Sabrina's gym, you have the Celadon Giovanni boss battle. You have to go to Pokemon Tower. You have to fight your rival in Silphco. You have to fight Archer and Ariana in a double battle in Silphco. Then you fight Giovanni again in Silphco. Then you fight Sabrina, and then you get your Corviknight. So, counting it, that is 6 boss battles. You cannot use Corviknight for the entire mid-game of Radical Red. But why? Why is Corviknight so dang bad in the mid-game? Actually, scratch that, it doesn't even exist in the mid-game. How come? Well, reading this quote from Supercell in the changelog, it says, "One of the cheesiest Pokemon in the game thanks to its typing, bulk, and access to body press, among many things. I'm reluctant to nerf it at the moment, so I've made it irrelevant in the mid-game with this late evolution plus lack of early access to body press." Oh yeah, and let's talk about body press. Gotta talk about one move, at least once in these videos. Body Press is a fighting type move that increases in power the more defense you have, so Corviknight with its 105 base defense is going to hit pretty hard on pretty much everything. And you have access to Iron Defense, which sharply increases your defense with each use, so you're hitting for a lot of power. Body Press is found in Cerulean Cave, which is the second to last cave in the entire game. So what's with the late access to Body Press? What's with the late evolution level for Corviknight? I think we have to talk about cheesiest. Not the Crafts commercial, but how Supercell described Corviknight as one of the cheesiest Pokemon in the game. We should define cheese as good. Not just good, but really, really good. And what is really, really good in Radical Red? Well, legendaries, mega evolutions, other Ubers, pretty much anything that's really good you can get after Sabrina. In comparison, I want to bring up an example. I've been playing this game, Ratchet Clank, a lot. Not the PS4 version, but the PS2 2002 first original Ratchet Clank. And in that game, they have a weapon called the Morphinator, which turns enemies into chickens. It's pretty funny. It's a very gimmicky weapon at first. You get access to a later weapon called the Gold Morphinator, which is an upgraded version. Not only does it turn into a chicken, it turns the enemies into big chickens. And these big chickens run forward and distract enemy fire. Very much a cheesy weapon. The thing is, to get to this Gold Morphinator, you need to buy the Morphinator, beat the game, get I think 4 or 6 golden balls, and then buy the weapon all over again, this time it's upgraded form. You have to get past a certain point to get access to this awesome weapon. Now you're probably thinking, well, Pokemon aren't weapons, they're our friends. We collect them and stuff and keep them in Pokemon home forever. That is in the vanilla main games, which is all about collecting and trading and making friends for Pokemon. But this isn't Pokemon Red and Blue, this is Pokemon Radical Red. where you have to get past certain points to get access to certain Pokemon. And every Pokemon in the game you can have, except for the rageous legendaries like Eternatus, but pretty much any other Pokemon that isn't broken is available to you. But to get up to those Pokemon, to get access to those tools or weapons, you need past certain points. Now if you think about it, when you begin the game, you have a variety of different Pokemon, a lot of different weapons you can play with, but they're not the best weapons. They're very much like your wooden sword, your wooden stick in like Legend of Zelda or Final Fantasy game. Basically, all I'm saying is Corviknight is a pretty dang good weapon in Radical Red. But with that, we have to rate it. What do I give this Pokemon that I just called a golden Morphinator? I give it, on the nerf scale, a 4 out of 5. I mean, come on, you completely nerfed this guy. You can't even use him in the entire mid-game. And it even said so in the changelogs. Like, the reasoning is alright, I suppose. But yeah, this was a complete and utter nerf. But don't get me wrong, if you get a Corviknight on your team, you will not regret it. With that, it is the end of the video. Sorry this took so much longer to put out than usual. School just started, classes have been tough. This is my last semester, so yeah, things are kind of ramping up for me. But I will try to be more consistent. Anyway, with that, do you guys think I got Radical Red pegged? What are your guys' thoughts on Radical Red? What are you guys' thoughts on Corviknight? Do you think I put him too high on the nerf scale? Do you think he deserves a lower score or a higher score? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.